Hey there, journal peeps and planner peeps. Welcome to the Jellyfish Journals. My name is Susie, and ooh, goodness, sorry about my nail there. These were holding up really well. I was trying a new polish, and I guess I lost a chunk of it off that finger. Anyway, this is the sticker book that I'm going to be using today, and everything you see me use sticker-wise all comes from that one Happy Planner sticker book. I'm trying to hide my nail down there. Yeah, I was trying a new polish, a Sally Hansen. I think it's the Extreme Wear. They're not very expensive, but once I'm in the classroom, my nails chip a lot, and it's been holding up really well, so I must have just done that. But this was the only time I had to film this video before I had to be somewhere, so on with the show. Anyway, I found this sticker book. Michael's just had a sale recently, which now is probably a couple weeks ago, but keep an eye out for them, where they had 50% off Happy Planner sticker books. And so that made it a much more affordable $10 for me. And I intentionally bought that sticker book because it had pansy stickers in it. And I really liked just the way all the florals were designed. And since I knew I was setting up this spread to cover the week of January 6th, which was the week school started back for my county, I wanted to put some of those pansies on January 6th because it's my mom's birthday and that is her favorite flower. So I did pre-sketch out the boxes that you just saw at the bottom of the page, and I pulled out that purple Tombow marker off to the side. I believe it is number, I'm going to pull it really quickly here. It's number 676. And I just went ahead and traced around where those boxes were for the days of the week. So I did put 7 boxes. I typically, if I ever do a weekly spread, I will typically go from Monday to Sunday. Since school always starts on a Monday of the week, it's just a lot easier for me to lump my weeks that way mentally for me. And I wasn't too worried about whether the boxes were straight, or you can see they're a little janky all over the place, but in the grand scheme of things, once this is all done, it's really not noticeable at all. So I know I am a perfectionist. I've talked about that before in my other videos. But for this situation, I knew the spread would be a little bit busier with a lot of florals and with me writing in those boxes. And once everything is finished, you're not going to notice that so much. I think the other thing I've learned about myself is I tend to be a bit more forgiving with anything hand-drawn, and I don't worry so much about perfection there. But things like stickers that have 90-degree angles and straight lines, I get very picky about because, I don't know, something in my head says that if the dot grids are straight lines and I have that guide to help me, then there's really no reason that my stickers should be crooked. I wanted to make the boxes stand out a little bit more, so I went ahead and just outlined them with a black Tombow marker just to kind of define them a little bit more. And now I'm just going to go along the top, and I'm just going to put the letter for the day of the week and a little dot, and then the date of that day of the week. Since the boxes are all in different positions and they overlap each other a little bit, I didn't want to try to write out the whole day of the week. I knew, for example, Thursday is going to end up in that little box right there in the crack of the book. I don't know what that's called. I guess the middle of the book. The crack is probably not the best name for it, but anyway, I knew I would not be able to fit the word Thursday there as nicely as I would have, say, Tuesday, which had a lot more room to work with. And if I sound a little stuffy or not that great, I do apologize. I have been getting a lot better. I've been really upping my water intake, but I am about to go have oral surgery in a couple hours, and I am not supposed to drink or eat anything for 6 hours, including water. So my throat's getting a little dry, and I think not being able to drink the water, it's just kind of messing with my head a little bit. I'm a little stuffy too. But again, we record when we have the time to record. And since I am having oral surgery, I know in a few hours I won't be able to talk as easily for a few days. So I wanted to squeeze this in before my appointment so I can have this scheduled and ready to post. This Happy Planner book is probably one of the most beautiful Happy Planner sticker books I've seen in a long time. I felt like the stickers were really unique. I like the black aspect of it. As someone who almost always writes with a black Papermate Flair pen in my journal/planner, I just love black accents going throughout things. I think black helps the colors to pop, and it's such a perfect neutral color. So when the stickers embrace that as well, it's a really easy way, I think, for everything to look super cohesive on the spread. You'll notice for Saturday, I had no room to put the letter for the day of the week and the date, so I did have to get a little creative and go vertical there. I think it's fine. I think it works just fine. So I had this idea in this book, and you'll see I am a flipper. I flip and flip and flip and flip and flip, and then I flip some more. I had this idea to put the florals in this book across the top of the boxes, and I really loved this one sticker, and I so wish it would have worked. I was having a little trouble getting it off the page there, but it is so beautiful, and it says find beauty everywhere, which I definitely try my best to do, but in the end, it really just covered too much of Thursday the 9th and a little bit of Tuesday the 7th, and I just didn't want to have to cut out around the sticker to avoid crashing into the things that I already put on the page. So a little bit of poor planning on my part, but I think in the end it works out really well. So in this sticker book, there are a lot of these beautiful florals with these really interesting stems. And I think, again, that is part of what I just love about this book is how unique the florals are. And there I go again. See, I did not want that sticker to look like the flower was crooked. It's just so funny to me. But I love that the stems are a little bit unusual, and I wanted to maintain as much of that as possible, and it really ended up working well with the way the boxes kind of overlap, and some are higher and some are lower, because it gave me all these little nooks and crannies, I guess, to try and play with these interesting stems on these flowers. So mostly I wanted to try to balance the colors. You probably have seen in a different video, or if you haven't, I am a very big believer in visual balance, and I think overall that's what makes a spread work. I saved the pansy, of course, to go on the 6th because that is my mom's birthday, and as I said, that is her favorite flower. So I intentionally wanted the pansy to go on that left side of the page. So I just had to cut a little bit of the leaf off the side, which obviously is not that big of a problem. For the most part, though, I tried to just kind of spread out the colors, make sure the same kind of flower wasn't next to another of the same kind of flower. There really were enough variations, though, that I didn't feel anything really was overly repeated. So the flower I stuck down in the center looks a lot like the flower, the purple flower between Saturday and Sunday. But since the flower in the center is in full bloom and the flower between Saturday and Sunday is just a bud, it still gives a little bit of that variation. I just love these jewel tone colors too. If you find that you're a floral lover and you put a lot of florals in your book, sometimes looking for florals with like a different artistic style might be a way to mix that up a little bit, or in different color tones. That stem was just a little long, and I was doing my best not to cover any of the days of the week. I really wanted to kind of keep those super visible. And I think this is the first one where I decided a little overlapping would be okay. But I just love that little daisy flower I put down, how one is bending all the way to the left, and then there's a little one that's leaning to the right. So because that little daisy was so small and I just loved the little bit of interest it gave with that overlap, I did decide to put another one over there on Monday to fill in kind of that open space beneath the pansy. And here's another smallish one. This one's orange, and that one's gonna plop real nicely right there. So now I'm kind of left with this open space right in the middle, and I love those blue daisies right there, but all of the stems on the blue daisies were yellow, and I didn't want to put that in there when every other stem was green. It was one of the only unfortunate things about this sticker book. I feel like if you're designing a book and all of the things need to be cohesive, I don't know, it would have been nice if there had been other flowers with yellow stems as well, or if there had been all just green stems, so everything just went together really well. But you'll see I come up with a little sneaky solution so that I get to still use one of those blue flowers. I did consider cutting a different sticker where these blue flowers did have a green stem. I even considered putting the blue flower higher and drawing my own green stem, but I just knew it would not come out quite as nice. So now it's just a matter of, do I want to go higher or lower? And in the end, I decided to keep it lower. Since there wasn't a stem on the flower, I thought, let's just keep it down low, but it'll bring in a little bit more of that blue color, and it avoids the need to have a stem. If I can get that side up a little bit. So I just pulled a leaf sticker off of that same page and just kind of made it my own right there. And there you go. So across the top, you've got my little garden of flowers, jewel-toned flowers. And now I just wanted to do something to decorate the boxes just a little bit more. I really love those circle stickers with the gold edge. So I think I'm trying to figure out if those are going to work. But most of my process is flipping through over and over and just seeing what jumps out to me, seeing what catches my eye. I don't really save stickers for anything because, I mean, who's to say that this isn't the spread I was saving it for, right? Like, if I wanted to save a particular sticker for that perfect spread in the future, well, maybe this is that perfect spread. So I did find a tiny little pansy, and again, since that's my mom's birthday, I stuck a little pansy at the bottom. And eventually I decide that I'm just going to go ahead and put flowers at the bottom of each of these boxes. I like the look of that circular sticker, but the color was not vibing with everything else. It's kind of a really pinky pink, and I don't have a lot of that anywhere else in the spread. I debated using these. I like the black outline of these flag stickers, but I wasn't digging the color stripe across the top. I almost wish the whole sticker had been black, and in truth, I could have just trimmed off that color part, but I just wasn't feeling it in general. So continuing to flip through the book and figuring out what I want to use, I tried that black sticker. I think at some point I knew I needed some black there, like to just balance out the black stripes at the top, the black washi. And I did eventually settle on the gold stickers that I liked so much in the beginning. So the one I put on Monday says, "Hello, happy day." And now I'm playing with one and decide, I think I was going to put it there, but I wanted to spread out the circles. So the one I put down says hello weekend. And luckily it had a pansy on it, so I was able to pull some pansy on that side of the page as well. With right now, I decided to stick between Wednesday and Thursday, and that one says hello busy day, even though I don't know if either of those days are going to be busy. I just thought it was a cute sticker, and I'm sure it would be a busy day because they seem to be busy. And the one that I stuck down on Sunday says hello good times. So across the week, we have hello happy day, hello busy day, hello weekend, and hello good times. And I don't know, it's kind of such a cheery little sentiment to have across the week. Just hello, hello, and all the happy stuff all across the week. As I mentioned, this was my first week back at school after the winter break. So I think it was actually I kind of set this up because of my mom's birthday and because I had the pansy sticker and I wanted to make sure everything timed out right because I normally don't plan this way, but I definitely wanted my mom's birthday somewhere in my planner. And hi, Mom, I love you. And so I intentionally did a weekly spread so that I would have her birthday in there. But like I said, since it was the first week back, I knew I would be getting back into a work rhythm. And it was a week that I did have my youngest daughter, Julia. My older daughter, Emily, is still home from college. And so is my stepson. And so there was just a few things going on this week that I was thinking, it might not be a bad idea to kind of plot everything out this way. As I've said before, I don't really plan as far as this is happening on this day, so I need a sticker for this to say it on this day. I don't know if that made sense, but I just kind of plan as I go. Oh, for that sticker, there only were 6 of those little stickers, and so I had to get creative and make a 7th one on my own, but I think it turned out okay. I did have some things going on the weekend, but I just don't put a lot of things down. I kind of decorate first and then work around how I've decorated, and that's just what works for me. I did know that my daughter had a dentist appointment on Monday because while I made this video, I received the reminder text. And so I figured since the sticker book had the perfect gold stickers to go with the circular ones I put in, I should probably put that down while it was fresh on my mind and I was thinking about it. So here is the final spread. And if you stick around for just a couple more minutes, I'm going to switch over and show you how I used it with an after the pen video. And as promised, here is my after the pen. So I pretty much just go each day. I mean, I know that might make sense, but I don't put a lot of stuff in advance. I kind of just go through as the week goes on and fill out each day on here. So for Monday, I was back to work. I had a couple of meetings that day, and my daughter had a dentist appointment. On Tuesday, not much to say there. I did have a meeting in the morning at work, but I didn't know what else to put there for the rest of the day. So I put that there was a lot of snow, and I started watching Squid Games with my daughters. On the 8th, we got Slurpees. You'll almost always see that in there because that's always a happy moment for me. And then just a couple of little to-dos. And for me, this doesn't necessarily mean that these are to-dos for that day. They're just to-dos that I'm hoping to get done at some point during the week. So sometimes what I'll do is if I notice as I'm making my to-do list that I have other things that need to get done as well, then what I'll do is I'll just kind of spread out the checklist throughout the rest of the week. I knew I didn't have a lot going on Friday, so I just kind of continued my thinking there. Again, I just kind of did it as I went. I'd already had this appointment sticker there because I knew my daughter had a dentist appointment. And that sticker book had meeting and important stickers also. So I threw one of those on for Thursday and an important sticker on for Saturday. My stepdaughter had a choir concert. And then again on Sunday, I just wrote down some things that I did. I took a long walk to the library. It's only a couple miles away, so sometimes that's how I get my steps in. Went to Red Robin with my husband and my daughters, and then we started Squid Game season 2. But that's pretty much how I would have utilized a weekly spread in my journal. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.